So hi, I'm James Harris from Curate, and we're doing our weekly chat for the magazine, and we thought we'd introduce the community to Brent Goodson of Port Cloud. And he's got something really interesting going on. His business is making pork rinds, upscale pork rinds. And he started a curation project a couple weeks ago that he's been sharing with us. So I thought you could talk about it to the community.
That sounds good.
So yeah, officially introduce yourself and your product if you don't mind.
Right, so I'm Brent Goodson, and I'm the developer of Pork Clouds, which is a line of artisan pork rinds that are kettle cooked in olive oil. That's pretty much what we do. They're the best pork rinds available on Earth.
It's great to know. So tell us about this project that you have around curating content around pork rinds.
Right, so I actually learned quite a bit about pork rinds as I started out on this endeavor in the first place. I learned how to make them from scratch, and that's really a kind of a complicated process that's not well known to most people. So what I decided to do to pretty much control the source of knowledge about pork rinds and get it out to the world was to create porkrindauthority.com. And what that is basically all the information that is currently known about pork rinds, whether it's the brands available, how to make them, what they actually are, because there's just a lot of misconception in that area. And we're trying to compile all of that and turn it into the oracle for pork rind knowledge.
I see. And so that's more flat content. That's probably images and recipes and text, and it's probably like a wiki type of format. But I know you're doing something on Vine as well, so
right.
Can you talk about that?
Right, so Pork Rind Authority is the medium, but what we're doing for specific content, because pork rinds are relatively simple to make once you know the steps, we're creating a series of Vine videos that basically show the simple steps involved in making them, and really just kind of cut the entire process down into 60 seconds, and that's how you make pork rinds.
And so these are collections of still images put together, pieced together in 60 seconds, or is it like I can make pork rinds in 60 seconds?
Well, the beauty of Vine is that you're kind of time-lapsing video, so it's actually a long process to make them, but time-lapsed to show you exactly what you need to know.
That's great.
So Vine condenses what you need to know into 60 seconds.
I see. And so how do you feel you'll acquire this wisdom? I mean, are you making the videos? Are you asking people to help you pull together a collection of videos that eventually become sort of this body of work around pork rinds, or how does that work?
Right now, I'm curating all the videos myself, just kind of filming the entire process, and going in the future, maybe exotic versions of pork rinds could be curated, but for now, it's really just very simple 60 seconds of pork rinds.
That's great. So our team is we love to travel, so I can imagine that someone going around the world, like you said, exotic versions of pork rinds. Like I wonder if there's like an Indonesian version of pork rinds, or a Mexican version of pork rinds, or South African version of pork rinds. Like that would be an interesting exercise to find out.
That's true, and sometimes it's goose rinds. That's big in some countries. So every place has its own interpretation of it, but yeah, that would be an interesting thing to do.
So when does Pork Rind Authority appear on the web? When will that be available, do you think?
I expect it in the next month. So sometime in September, Pork Rind Authority will be showing the world what pork rinds are.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We really appreciate your time. We'd love to support your effort. Maybe I'll make some pork rinds soon and add to the collection. And best of luck.
Sounds good.
And thanks for hanging out with us. See you next week.